Okay. Alright, that should work, yes? Am I audible properly? I hope I am. I hope I am. Because this is a slightly different microphone arrangement than I usually use. Because I'm not gaming, I'm drawing, which means I need to get the thing out of my face so I can crouch over like an animal. And give myself terrible back problems. How y'all doing tonight? By 24. Frick. I'm pretty good. My sleep schedule is absolute ass and garbage. But other than that, I'm good. Not that I don't get enough sleep, it's just I tend to get it at times of day when normal humans don't. Oh, right. I need to turn my tablet on. That's the one disadvantage of this particular tablet, is I have an app on my computer that I need to turn on in order to even use it, which is slightly annoying, but it's also kind of nice because it means I can turn it off when I don't want it to take input. Let's see, let's grab that, pull that down to the correct screen, and then probably let the rest of you see what I'm doing. What did I do? Oh no! So much setup for this stuff. I really need to rearrange my desk so I can switch between gaming and drawing easier. I don't know if there's a way to make that easier somehow. Okay, Streamlabs. How do we do this? We do it by doing that. Yay! What are my thoughts on Evelyn as a champion? What do you think of the thought hoe? Well, I think you shouldn't call people that. First of all, but I have a full What's the Deal video on Evelyn where I mostly just gush about her because I think she's pretty excellent. Because she's just a really good character design. Like, she's one of those rare character designs that actually properly uses sex and sexuality to communicate who she is, rather than just being, you know, default hot for no reason. Which is something, you know, obviously I've complained about extensively. Do I have a good sketch pencil somewhere? I must have one amongst my 10 billion brushes. There? No. What about here? No. No. Cape Fiend? No. Daub? No. This one? No. Where the hell did I put it? I know I had a really good real pencil. There it is! Yay! Oh, the difficulty of having 10 billion different brushes. She'd be S+ tier if she was completely nude. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That would definitely put her over the top. What's the art for your birthday friend gonna be? It's Rin the Yordle, who you around the League of Legends scene, you might follow her on Twitter. You should anyway, because she's really good. Let's see. I shall need reference art. Dear Rin. Please get... yeah, that should do the trick, thank you. There she is. It's her birthday, so I thought I'd draw something nice for her. Since I am streaming anyway. Might as well. Okay, let's start with a thumbnail, because that's the sensible, smart thing to do. And we do like to pretend like we're sensible and smart here. I was thinking something a little bit pensive. Cute and introspective, kind of. It does need to have some sort of environment. It needs to have some kind of place. Means maybe. Something like that, but then floating in space, maybe? I remember you did a stream with her once. Yes, yes I did. I really wish I could do that more. But she's got a job now, so she's hella busy. What about Kiana? Do you feel like her personality is well executed or makes her detestable? I don't think there's necessarily a conflict between being well executed and detestable, like Thanos, Professor Snape. Well executed and absolutely terrible people. And so, like, I feel like Kiana has the right kind of personality for the character that they're telling, like, the story that they're telling, in that she's this, like, hyper-ambitious young girl who's been denied recognition all her life. Well, she's not that young. She's, like, 20 or something. And and because she has the skills and abilities to back it up, she's become kind of an insufferable little, you know, shithead. And that all feels quite true. Like, that feels like a true character. Let's see, what else do we want to do? Because there needs to be something else, something more. Yeah, I don't mind the idea of this kind of just floating in space. But if it does do that, then I want to do the cool space thing of having water flowing out of it. And if there's water, then there should be... Oh yeah, add a tree. Add a tree. Trees are good. Yeah, a little stretch of land in space. And then with her there. That would make for a decent little illustration, wouldn't it? I think so. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be fucking rad. Let's keep the proportion, don't we? Something like here?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Then we work on Phase 2. Let's see. Is this a Solaire art again? No, it's not. It's just because I put a tree in it. I feel like Kiana is most in character in game, especially when Caps is playing her and just inting spectacularly. That's fair enough. God, my desk is cluttered. Ah, go away! Yeah. I want to twist this. Nah. My organization is bad. I also remember you streaming with Necrit once, and I'd really love to see you collab again. Me too. But go bother him about it, because he keeps talking about doing like pulling me on for like a League of Legends trivia thing. And I'm super ready to do it, but you know, it's kind of up to him to say, "Hey, let's go," because it's his stream. I should bother him about it too. Because I really do want to mess with this stream. It was really fun last time. Okay, let's see. As for anatomy, the Yordle, so it's pretty. I think it's bean. Essentially, it's the bean body that they've got going on. By the way, bean bodies are such a good way to draw simple characters. Like, because you can really just draw a smaller circle and a slightly larger circle, and then outline them. And you have a serviceable body. And like bean bodies are really like, especially beginner artists can benefit a lot from using them. You might also have seen the meme going around about CalArts style or whatever, where they point out that a lot of CalArts, the so-called CalArts characters, have a bean style head. And they have this particular mouth. And that really has nothing to do with being any particular, like, having anything to do with the California Institute of the Arts. And everything to do with that being a really simple and easy way to design an appealing character that's easy to animate on a TV animation budget. Like, that's the thing that people don't realize, especially like when they complain about shit like that new Thundercat cartoon or whatever. Is like, big part of the reason why those characters look like that is because that frees up more animation budget to actually make the animation good and appealing, because you don't have to deal with more complex anatomy. Like, not like animation is ever cheap, but like, there's a reason why all the cool action battle anime with all like the cool poses and shit like that, there's a reason why 99% of the time they are static shots of mouths moving and talking and like slow pans across scenery or whatever, because they need to conserve their budget for those cool-ass fight scenes, which is a huge part of how anime as an animation genre works. Is it's a lot of its aesthetics are built around navigating the limitations of budget. Yes. Yes, this seems about right. But yeah, that's something that annoys me when like people who don't really understand animation complain about anime, and complain about like the CalArt style in animation, or complain about the anime is like, anime is a fucking miracle of modern production. It's a miracle that they can do work at that level of quality that fast, and they're literally killing people to do it. Like, and it's a fucking crunch industry. The games industry has nothing on the anime industry when it comes to crunch and shitty working conditions, I tell ya. It's like, if you were willing to give these productions more time and a bit more of your money in order to watch these fucking anime, and you didn't enable, like, a shitty crunch culture, then, you know what, they'd be better. You'd get fewer of them and slightly less frequently, but they'd be a lot better, all of them. But anyway, whatever. When your character's so over-designed in the original material that animating it destabilizes economies. Yeah. And like, it's the exact same thing that made Bruce Timm's Batman style so influential. Like, Bruce Timm tended to construct, like, in Batman the Animated Series and then, like, Justice League, you tended to get limbs that looked a lot like this. Which is a simple principle called straight to curve, where you can get that strong muscle character feeling, but you also get a shape that's really easy to animate. That's a huge part of the DC animated universe back in the day, is just, they tried to find shapes that would be relatively easy to animate and relatively cheap. And that's why they went for that heavy stylization. And that's why you've never had, like, really realistic, animated superhero movies, because no one wants to shell out the money for that, like animated superhero movies anyway. And you can see it in the DC universe output as well. The way that the characters, they try to cram some realism in there ish sometimes, but they have to sacrifice a lot of animation fluidity to do it. And DC traditionally has not been willing to give it the budget and production time it would need in order to be really, like, high-quality Disney quality levels of animation on superhero stuff. Which is also why 3D animate, like, that's the other, like, I'm just gonna be complaining about anime tonight, apparently. That's what I'm gonna be talking about. where like people complain about 3D animation in anime and like how they use 3D models and like it's cheating or whatever. And again, it's like this. No, I promise you, it's infinitely preferable to have some kind of shitty 3D models making up the crowd shots of an anime, because otherwise some fucking animator has to draw every single one of those like 120 humans, and first of all they're gonna look even less good, and second of all you're not gonna enjoy it. Like you're not gonna have those moving crowd scenes. You're gonna have like a static shot where the camera is just kind of panning over it and trying to make it look dynamic. And those are boring as hell. They're one of the worst parts of how anime does crowd scenes, is that they use those fucking static shots of people all the time. So having a bit of canned 3D animation that can pick up the slack, that's good. That is a good thing. Berserk 2016 was a mistake and a sin, and we've all learned, we've gotten better. Berserk 2016 was a production disaster. Like, it should never have been put out, but the studio did it anyway. Because they literally didn't have the option of not doing it because they needed the money. I sent a donation message a few days ago. Did you get a chance to read it? I don't know, because that would be... I mean, I have got 2 Streamlabs accounts, and the one I'm on right now is attached to the Twitch channel, and I don't think I can see whatever you sent me there. So I'll look at it later, I think, once I'm done streaming. Remind me before the stream is over, so I don't forget. So if that's the character, let's see. Yordle ears. Should remember to draw also and not just complain about anime. Have the tail drooped?
Like so.
You should watch Kimi no Wa. Yeah. I really should, but I know it's gonna be like an emotional hell trip to go through. So I'm kind of scared of it. It's been so long since I've drawn, I've lost the ability to translate poses in my mind onto paper. Any advice on how to start again? You have to sit down and do it. Like if you've lost the memory in your body about how to translate things, you just have to rebuild it, and that sucks. But it's gonna be faster than learning it the first time. I can promise you that. I was in a game when you started streams. I missed most of the start. Was that Rin you're drawing? Yes, I am drawing Rin the Yordle because it's her birthday. Because it's her birthday. Into fun stuff here with like grass spilling over the edge. Things in space. I like floating space platforms. I guess I've been playing a lot of Teamfight Tactics, and that's why it's sort of been on my mind. Just platforms hanging in space. And you can kind of see where they broke off from something else. And you can do also, like, especially the tree, I can have roots like hanging out of the bottom, which is going to be cool.
Those are going to be cool visuals. I'm excited about this.
Let's actually have some perspective. Actual. Yes, 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 yes. Then we do this. Yes. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be so good, I say. Several moments before imposter syndrome sets in and I begin to hate everything I've ever done. Moments before disaster. Coming this fall to National Geographic Live. Ever. Christ, when did I last watch National Geographic? I haven't watched TV in years. It's all online streaming shit now. Rock, you can always count on a rock. Good. It's kind of. I almost want to turn it into like a cherry tree or a beech tree. I don't know. Definitely be like a thin, wavy tree. Get the weight of the platform. I feel like autumn is a good aesthetic for this. So, lots of browns and greens and reds. Do you listen to any podcasts? Oh god, I listen to so fucking many podcasts. You would not believe how many podcasts I listen to. You probably would. Okay, it's taking shape. Some drapey droppy stalactite things. Tree? Yes. Yes. Yes, very good, very good. Ah. Apologize to any Russians in the chat. I noticed you were streaming. Only ever really watched your Dark Souls stuff, but I really enjoyed. Thank you. I do. I think I have like an audience of people who enjoy my Dark Souls stuff who just don't watch my other shit. And I'm pretty okay with that. I think that's healthy for a YouTube channel to have like more than one audience, basically. Because it means if I ever have to full-on abandon League of Legends for some reason, I'll have something to fall back on. Like, it's not going to be my entire subscriber base that just goes, oh, well, I guess there's no point watching this guy anymore. Okay, let's see. Let's take it down to a 20 point? Would that do? Oh, that's too big.
20 point is too big.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm also unashamedly a fan of the Dumbbell Girl anime. It's good! Like, I wish it didn't push so hard on diet culture and shit, but it's a good anime. It's fun. I used to like drawing back before high school, but I stopped doing it and I kind of regret it. It's never ever too late to start. I promise you. Drawing is not a thing you have to learn when you're young. You can pick it up anytime in your life. Let's see, what kind of face shape do we want to give Rin? There's some soft, cuddly Yordle cheeks. So? Yes, good. It's one of my better sketches, I think. Stay out of Soulsborne chat. We're just going mad spoilers in there. Yeah, I have noticed. I have noticed, Iboera, that you generally talk about stuff that I haven't seen yet in there. So yeah, I've been staying out. I've left the moderation of that room up to other people. Fortunately, you haven't been causing any trouble, so that's nice. Okay. Rin's goggles. That's... I'd probably give them like a cushion. This... Start with the lenses. And... Yeah, figure out the goggles later, actually. It's best to do it later. I should probably look at her character design now. It's probably become relevant. Hello, Rin. How are you doing?
Show me your features, so I can copy. So.
Come to think of it, I'm not even sure that I actually grabbed one of Rin's own pieces of art here. I just grabbed it from whatever came up first in search results. Might be fan art for all I know. I'll post a link to the Discord around the time when, like, later, when I'm ending the stream or something, so people can get in if they want to. Even though I stopped drawing, I've always kind of been an art enthusiast. Whenever I get a new computer, I get programs like GIMP and Photoshop on it, even though I don't really use them. God, I know that feeling. I know the hell out of that feeling. It's the same, like, you would... I have so many fucking brushes. Like, I have so many. It's completely bonkers. Do I use most of them? No! No, I do not! I definitely do not. I default to, like, a few that I use over and over and over again. But I still, every time I see, like, new brushes from Frienden or Daub, or I find some cool artists who put their brush sets online, oh, I download them. I don't ever use them, but oh, I download them. I must have these brushes so that I can not do anything with them. Okay, now I should be careful. I'm about to make a mistake. I don't want to make it, and that's getting that scarf in the way of the body. Really shouldn't do that. I should draw the body first and then put the clothes on it. Because that is how the world works. pelvis. There. Catch the legs. Yeah, see? Smart. Yeah. Big. Cool. Ooh. New art challenge for TV Scan. Use every single brush at least once in one picture. That would be... I have, like, over 800. I'm not sure that's... Unless I just put down 1 pixel with each of them. It's like, I'm not sure that is feasible as a challenge. It would probably make a good YouTube video, though. Yeah, again, can't put the pants on the legs. All the legs. Because it goes wrong. Step 1 is admitting you have a problem. Yeah. I'm too lazy to get new brushes, I just use presets. Well, that's the thing with every fucking artist, is that we have 10 billion brushes, but we just use the same, like, hard round brush for everything ever. All the time. much do you have to donate to make you do an entire DS2 episode in the Marvin voice? Probably quite a bit, honestly. Like, maybe that's something I've been kind of toying with in the future, like doing gameplay episodes entirely with one of my shitty character impressions. Just for the heck of it. Because I feel like that would be fun. I can't imagine it would be very popular in the algorithm, though, so it's something to be careful of. Okay, that sketch needs to go for a second, so I can evaluate what the hell I've done. Yeah, again, I think I'm being way too conservative with the head, actually. In terms of positioning. Like, given the situation, it can frankly droop over the body. Maybe more something like this, maybe? Yeah, in fact, even more than that, I can probably restore a little bit of it. That's the droopiness I was trying to get with the first pose that didn't quite work. I actually let it overlap the body a bit more and let the shoulders... shoulder on that one come forward a bit. That should work. I think it should work, and it'll also even out the arms. I want to do something else with this one. Well, why couldn't I, instead of resting them on the thighs... Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not, in fact? Why not? Have her lean forward on her hands like that. Yeah. That kind of works. Then her weight is more forward, rather than being sort of awkwardly strained. More rested. Yeah, that works. That will do. That will do the trick I wanted to do. Now, the tail. Yeah, neat. Excellent. Okay, good. Okay, get her out of the way so I can Do I need to work any more on the background sketch as such? Not really. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory, and I can use black for the... and just do the... Yeah. Okay, cool. Then that means I can start doing some line work. It'll be lovely, because that's the fun part. I'm gonna need a real small brush for that. Or I could just increase the resolution. I don't know. How about real good brush for this? Maybe not so much, actually. I love the texture on this brush, but it feels like it's not the right one. No, definitely not that one either. I think I had a good ink. Organic ink, right? Yeah, I don't need that. Good ink somewhere. I had a good ink somewhere! I swear. Maybe not on this set. Where was it? Where was it? Was it in the... inkers, pencils, pen... Escape Fiend. Was it Escape Fiend? They had a... It's not the brush, it's not the mixer, it's not the G-pen. Nope, because that's not solid enough. See what I mean when I say I've got way too many brushes? I think it was something along those lines. Liquid ink? Oh yeah. That was one of the ones. But that's too rough. Welcome to Skyen Tries to Choose a Fucking Brush Theater. Tonight's performance will be 8 hours. With no intermission. Nipple dribble? Because it definitely wasn't Sumi, and it wasn't Leaky Larry. It wasn't Inker. Was it? No, because that's not got enough of a base power. I want something with a nib. Stiff. I think it was... Yeah, I think it was Nibble Dribble. Huh. Okay. What's the deal with the Fate franchise? Do you want me to fucking die, Soul? I can't do that. No one can do that. I just had a mental image of you grabbing a different physical stylus whenever you change to a different brush. I mean, it's not far off, really. It's the same thing I used to do when I used markers and pens and traditional media. Because back then it was also just like grabbing 50 different brushes and seeing which one kind of works the best. Does that work? No, not quite. Well, it almost does, but it needs it slightly gentler. Probably sketch that more, but fuck it. Yeah, that's too much. That's not actually 4%. Extension. So I think that. The person's a problem. Not willing to give space more cheap. Yeah, because if I want her to look down, then I need to close the bottom of the eye. Otherwise, it's not going to work once there's colors on it. What's the difference between Photoshop and Illustrator? Illustrator is a lot better for vectors. Like, if you're doing vector-based art, it's a million times better for that. It's also like, Illustrator is based around creating illustrations, so it's got a lot more features in terms of how you can format and save things, and Photoshop is much more for photo manipulation. Like, that is still the stated goal of the program, even though people have used it for all kinds of other shit. Am I working with this, basically? Because, like, didn't I want to make space on this for some space? That changes the mood of the whole thing drastically. Okay. Eyes. Always bastards. Like the one thing tangents are useful for. Can't make it work right now. Yeah, it's way too hard. Way too hard of a curve. Because it doesn't conform to a shape. Annoying! Okay. Let's zoom the fuck out. Because being zoomed in right now is messing with me. It's a bad idea. That's a thing to be careful about in digital art, is that it's tempting to just go into maximum zoom level and stay there. But if you do that, then a lot of the time you can actually shoot yourself in the foot, because you become so detail-oriented that you lose sight of the big picture. It happens to me pretty regularly. Do I want big eyes then? Yes, I do. It's adorable. We'll have to question it. Okay. I'm slowly getting there. Slowly. I think I found the right shape for the left eye. Accidentally. Nope. 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 No. Hmm. 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 All right. Sure. Okay. We can give that a shot. Especially once I need us to be able to cut on the outside. Yes, that might work. Oh, please do work. I'll get right back to looking at chat in like 20 minutes or so once I I'm satisfied that I can't ruin this anymore. And I have run out of ways to destroy it. And I can use the curve of the upper eye, right? Can I not do that? And it's not like this fucking matters that much. I just decided on a way I wanted this eye to look. And when I couldn't get it to do it, I hyperfixated, which I should not have done. Because I could also just do what I was doing at the start. That I decided was like, no, I want to do it a different way. That didn't fit the image. This is the weakness of art streaming, is that when I'm into it, I shut the fuck up. And I don't say anything. And I don't interact with chat, all of which is bad. And unengaging. How's the music, by the way? Can you even hear it? I don't know how the relationship between my voice and the sound and the music is, really. Say you love me every day. Na, 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 na. The music is nice, excellent. Just want to be sure you guys can hear it. Because it's like ambient stuff. And it doesn't exactly travel. Give your heart and soul. And life will be yours. See, once you zoom out, it's perfectly fine. Because I stayed zoomed in. Kept convincing myself the little line imperfections were a problem. There we go. Ah. Oh, your villagers finally made a baby. Congrats! I don't play Minecraft, so I don't know how difficult that is. Presumably quite. Am I doing line art now, or am I doing a sketch? Because if I'm doing line art, then I need to go back down and do a lower level sketch. Alright, fine. Do I want there to be wind, especially? Question, actually. I think I don't. Yeah, because if her head is all the way down there, then the scarf is actually going to be up over her mouth a little bit. Come to think of it. Like, it's going to be pushed off here. Cool. And she doesn't have shoulder pieces, right? But she's got that leather strap. Eyes. Remember how I talked about the DC animated universe using the straight to curve thing? I'm gonna do the exact same thing because it works. Except maybe I should... Would that be sensible? Actually, sorta. And since this is straight on, it should be more. No, because the curve needs to go outward from the landing point of the arm. And that's a thin arm, but I get the point. Oh, well, really, I don't even need to do the curve thing. He's been pretty consistent in depicting the arms as correct. Noodle arms. Learn them, love them. Oh, so if I want to do the belt, I can't actually do it, because it needs to put a pouch on this side. Or, better idea, since this is a scene of relaxation, okay, how's chat doing? I haven't looked at you for 10 billion years. Are you still alive? Have you gone through your lives, met the persons you were supposed to love, settled down, had children, and died, leaving only the memory of your lives behind? Doing the dishes! Oh, well, sorry to hear that, but yeah, hope it gets done quickly. Okay. Let's see. Boots. Hate drawing boots. Because I suck at it. Why do I still have that sketch up? It's just distracting me. There we go. Yeah, the ankles, right. Oh, boots. They're almost worse than hands. Hello, everyone. How's your day going? Mine is going quite well, actually. I mean, I've only been up for, like, what, 5 hours, but... yeah, I can make some history. Because the weird thing, this works okay in the sketch. Then because the goddamn boots lengthen the legs... because my temptation is just to make them, like, knee-high. That, again, shortens. Which is where I'm tempted to just make the leg way too long. I need to square this circle. Yeah, I think I made the thighs too long. This resulted in that leg being too shin. If people take one message away from my streams, it's that you should always be ready to go back and change things and redo the sketch and do it, because, like, that's the only way to avoid that feeling of hating the thing you've made 10 minutes after you've made it because all you see is the mistakes. Is you have to actually go and rebuild it sometimes. It's not like you'll ever be free of that feeling, but it helps a little bit of. I really find some time to practice drawing boots more. Because I can't keep doing it like this. Kind of muddling my way through. There, that's better. eyes. Round 2, suckers. Oh. Oh wait, I could just do it like that. I could just do the old trick. Let's do the really old trick. Sketch first. I forgot about that old trick. Yeah, if you're ever in trouble drawing eyes, you can really just kind of big circle and then just erase on the inside, preferably with a proper round brush. But like, you'll usually get a pretty good eye shape out of it. I used to do that all the time. I don't know why I forgot about it. Different brush for that. And let's make them smaller. Actually, the other layer. Sometimes it's way easier to carve a shape by erasing something than it is to make it by adding things. Yeah, thereabouts. Where do I post my art? Mostly Twitter, I guess, these days. Yeah. Mostly Twitter. And I mean, most of the art I make these days is commissions for other people, so I don't really post it anywhere, they do. Let's see. I hate it when you transform something and it makes it all pixely and blown out. Yeah, it sucks up close, but from a distance you can't tell. I mean, anyone hyped for the Joker movie? I don't know that I'm hyped for it. I'm curious. But, like, if it really is just following that, like, the old Scorsese formula, like, crime biopic thing, then it's probably gonna get a lot of hype as sort of the moment superhero movies became adult or whatever, but I don't think it's necessarily gonna be a revelation. It's like, it's just pretty much, oh, you have finally gotten to where the Killing Joke was 20 years ago. Wow. I feel like comics narratives have kind of moved on way ahead of where the films are willing to be yet. As demonstrated in, like, films like Batman v Superman and indeed Avengers Endgame that kind of never really have managed to move much beyond the superhero punch fest. Conceptually. And they are very much still playing catch-up with what the comics have been doing for decades. So what do I want to do with the other gobble, actually? Question, probably think. Surely that would have to be fish. Then behind the hair? Swing that. That tangent isn't gonna matter. So, like... Can I? Wonder if this is gonna turn out okay. I feel like it's not. Put the hand up it's wrong before. Yeah, I knew it. It needs to be twisted this way. That is going to show up because I've twisted it. So... That's better. Okay. Do you actually play League or only discuss character designs? I used to play quite a bit of League of Legends. I haven't played it very much for years now. I play a lot of Teamfight Tactics. Yeah, I got more interested in the character universe and the narrative elements of the game, and that's kind of where I've stayed. And I like a big part of the reason why I don't play League of Legends anymore is because I fell out of love with the way they presented the characters in game. That's kind of why I started even doing videos about it. Is I was dissatisfied with the level of characterization that was going into it. Because I always like League of Legends more for the lore than the gameplay. And I was kind of hoping that they'd eventually bring the lore up to scratch, like they'd do some actual in-game storytelling and do some more world updates and stuff like that. But like Riot have been increasingly clear that the characters as they are in-game are basically non-canonical. Like they're sort of, what's a hypothetical version of this character at one particular point in their life where they might encounter these other characters and yada yada. Where that's like, which means that all the character interactions are non-canon as well. Which is a bother. Okay, let's see. Oh god. So many layers, and I have no idea what's on any of them. This is the eyes, right? Yes. And this is the hair, and the rest of the... Yes. As it occurs to me... I've actually given her this... giant forehead for no reason. I'm not sure if I'm... Yeah, that's not a great hairline I've given her, is it? It really super isn't. And that over there happened because I wanted to extend the hair out to cover over the glasses. Okay, fine. Take two on that one. Kill your darlings. Kill your darlings. It's that thing. Okay, let's do it right this time. Or at least better. Screw it. If it doesn't work, do it over. That's the rule. Speaking of things that don't work, that eyelash. I kind of need that one to poke out over the side of the head in order to be identifiable. Yeah, better. Okay. What was the original plan with that hair? It looks fine like this. Let's refine the sketch a bit. So we have the actual head itself. Gonna need that in order to plan out what I'm doing, because... Yeah, because that's way too far up on the head. I'm attaching it here. And that, my friends, is how making a mistake with ear placement can fuck up the entire hairdo. Just started Monster Hunter. Any people who played in chat? I really want to get into Monster Hunter. I really do. But it's, again, it's one of those, like, with so many fucking other things, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Steven Universe things, like, I just don't have the goddamn time. And it sucks. That this and so we cut here for the heart. Then I can have it because she's leaning forward, right? So then I can have it kind of. Over me. Nom foods before you go hunting. Yeah. I played Monster Hunter Tri back in the day. And like it's if anything it's a game that's kind of even harder to get into than Dark Souls in terms of how much it gives you a tutorial, in the sense that it really kind of doesn't. But once you start learning, it becomes really quite good. Honestly, the worst thing about playing Monster Hunter these days would be the knowledge that Pro Jared is on the server somewhere playing too. Bit of topical humor there for you. Did you wind up watching the video he just put? No. Absolutely not. I'm not giving that shit any time of day. The only thing I need to know about that is that he admitted to soliciting nudes from underage fans. Like, that's enough information for me to know that I don't need to watch this fucking dumbass thing. Like, I'm a sex-positive person and whatever, but you don't ever, like, if you're gonna do a dirty thing with someone online, don't ever fucking... Like, fuck that guy. Would you be interested in making a video of the animation of Monster Hunter? I mean, sure, but again, I don't have time to play Monster Hunter, so it's it's kind of academic. I know, what's his name? Dan Floyd, of New Frame Plus, has some videos out about video game animation, and I think Monster Hunter is one of them. Which platform am I more likely to find you streaming on, YouTube or Twitch? I've split it up. Saturdays I'm going to be streaming on here, and we're going to be doing art streams and hangouts, and maybe some viewer games and stuff like that. And then on YouTube, I'm going to be doing Okami. Continuing my playthrough of that game. As well as, you know, Dark Souls and whatever else comes up. Excellent. Okay. Round 2. Let's try that face again. That hair. Okami is tomorrow at 8. Same time as this stream started. Microsoft hasn't paid you $1 million to stream on Mixer yet? No. I'm waiting for their call, but you know, they're busy these days. They've been giving a lot of attention to that up-and-coming guy, Ninja, which I think is really nice of them to help a beginner out like that. It's nice of them to invest in, like, young personalities like that. Give them a platform. So, you know, I can wait. Yeah, I've missed playing Okami too. I've missed streaming a lot. I just haven't had the headspace for it. Like, I tried to do way too much in terms of streaming. And it kind of burned me out. So I had to stop it, basically. And catch my breath and figure out a better way to do it. So now it's weekends or for streaming, basically, is my plan. Because then I can use it as relaxation instead of, you know, work. Even though it will be work, but, you know, relaxing work. Kinda. How's it going on? It's going on quite big, I think. Quite big? Is that a thing? Can you say that? I don't think you can say that. It's going on. Let's put it like that. TV sky has got it going on. I've got that song in my brain. Stacy, can I come over after school? We can hang out by the pool. Did your mom get home from her business trip? Daisy's mom got it going on. Is all I want, and I waited for so long. Stacy, can you see you're just not the girl for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. I demand a Stacy's Mom parody by TV's. I've made one, actually. One exists. And I think it's still on my main channel? Like, way the hell back. Although, admittedly, I was a worse singer back then. You want to pet the rats? Yeah, well, you should get some. They're excellent pets. Stacy, can't you see you're just not the girl for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Oh, I forgot to sketch out the hands properly. Oh, well. Hey, now you're an all-star. Oh, no. Have you heard that version of the song, by the way, where... well, the years start coming and they don't stop 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 coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming. Don't stop. They don't stop. It's the best edit. It's the best one. I did hear a decent... my voice broke there. I did hear a decent first mesh-up with We Are Number One as well. Although I can't remember who did it. Probably Grande or something, I don't know. Let's see. Twitch needs some TV voice, too. When are we getting What's the Deal with Shrek? Oh, yeah. That's actually not a bad idea, because there's a little bit more going on with that character design than most people think. Might say Shrek's character design has layers. Okay. Let's see. Shrek is also great when you know it's Michael Eisner, double middle fingers in the air. No, it's not Michael Eisner, it's Jeffrey Katzenberg. And that's the obvious meta text of Shrek, is that it's a big middle finger to Disney from Jeffrey Katzenberg, who was pissed off at getting ousted. But the other meta text is, like, and something Wisecrack especially have dived into a lot with their discussions of the films, specifically on Hollywood culture and image culture. Which, yeah, that's also definitely there, but there's also, like, the broader deconstruction of especially male beauty, as presented in the Disney vision of the world, which I personally kind of like about the film, is that it does do that. It does mess with that male beauty ideal in a slightly more convincing way than a lot of things do. Like, it's not like King of Queens, although it indulges in some of the same tropes a little bit. Face reveal. I do have a video with my face in it over on the vlog channel. It's a talk I gave at a convention. It's all in Danish, so you probably won't be able to understand much unless you're Danish yourself, but it's there if people really want to see my face. I promise you it's nothing special. Like, I'm just sort of vaguely generic, handsome-looking fat guy. Oh, you were in Denmark with your family. Nice. It is. We do have a very nice country. I wish we would be less racist about it. And just, you know, let some more immigrants live here, but, you know. Okay, I think this works moderately. I don't want to show them. option. Underside. That. God damn it, I have to draw twisty bands now. Eh. Alright. Will that do, more or less? Shoulder sketch layers. Oh. Yeah, I still think her forehead's too high, but fix for that too. Yeah, there we go. Did I make that playlist? No, I did not. I did not make that playlist. Did I miss a donation at some point during the stream, by the way? I did not. Good. So we almost have the character. It's only taken us, what, 2 hours-ish to get to this point.
Yay, we have a line art! Hooray!
Sweet. We can put some colors on that then, and then we can move on to the... environment. That, I will use the pen. The pen. Sweet. And the refrigerator. Bucket. Go.
La da da da!
I love this paint bucket so much, you can just paint with it. And it mostly automatically fills things in for you, which is lovely. What's the deal with Pantheon? Yeah, it's coming eventually. Eventually. Right now I want to finish, I'm working on a boss designs the Dark Souls 2 video. And I want to finish that up. And then once I've done that, then it's what's the deal with Pantheon and... you know, other stuff I've missed from the League of Legends universe, like the Lux comics. Yep. Cool. Let's call that here. Sweet. I know people keep trying to get you into Magic the Gathering, but what about Yu-Gi-Oh? I mean, Magic the Gathering I have an interest in. Yu-Gi-Oh, I have to admit, I've never been that curious about. Like, to me, it's always just been that kind of goofy card game anime on TV that I never got into, like, when it was around when I was a kid. So I don't really have any connection to Yu-Gi-Oh. So I don't have much reason to want to get into it. B button is assigned to way too many. all those colors. Organizing layers like I'm a smart person. Because organizing layers makes it way easier to work. But I don't want to do it because it's tedious and it takes time. Come on. There we go. Start by yellowing. Afterwards. Is. Ah. 12-year-old me realized Yu-Gi-Oh! The game wasn't like Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime. I was so disappointed. Yeah, imagine how kids felt who were into Beyblade. That wasn't me, but I was a little bit too old for it when Beyblade came out, but god damn, I imagine some kids must have been disappointed that they didn't actually, you know, sparkle with magic effects and make dragons appear. Hey, remember when Beyblade implied that Moses used a Beyblade to part the Red Sea? That was fucking awesome. Is Rin's eye color? Purple. As a historian, we have no evidence that this didn't happen. I mean, you're sort of technically correct. You're extremely technically correct, which might be the best kind of correct, admittedly. should look up the card Amazonas Queen for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll await your DM later that you've seen the light. Okay, let's have a look. Well, that is a very handsome lady. Although I think whoever drew her might have had a bit of a foot kink. Just saying. That's a typical pose for those kinds of kinksters. That is a very handsome lady. Yeah, unusually large feet also tend to be a bit of an indication that foot kink is happening. Like, once you start noticing the signs of like, foot kink in artwork, it's just fucking everywhere. Oh no, wait, those aren't brown. Oh yeah, they are. Just dark purplish.
Works for me.
It's like, you know, when you know Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish and you rewatch his movies and you can just, it's everywhere. It's kind of like that. Just once you know what foot kink looks like in artwork, you will never escape it. And the trouble is, like, because sometimes it's completely innocuous, and some artist just did it by accident, and sometimes it's not so accidental. Well, I don't actively seek it out, but I've been commissioned to draw it a few times. Which is sort of the nice thing about, like, certain niche kinks, that they're so utterly non-sexual to anyone who isn't into them, that you don't really get uncomfortable drawing them. That's a good cover story. I was commissioned and I also needed references. Please stop looking at my search history. Ha! I mean, I know a bunch of furries for whom that's been true. Whereas, like, at first it's like, no, I'm just drawing it for commissions. It's not, it's just for commissions. It's not like I'm into it. And then, you know, inevitably. Okay, well, that's the character at least.
Hooray!
Now, work on her environment. Real talk, foot kink isn't even out there. That out there as a kink in 2019. No, it really isn't. It probably used to be weirder, but like, as far as I know, foot fetish is like one of the most common kinks there are. Like it's like a very large proportion of people who have a kink will be feet. Although I can't remember where I got that statistic, so it may be wrong, but like it's a fairly common kink. And pretty vanilla too. So how do I want to play it with the rock here? I feel like that might be where I do want to pull out the Dow stroke. Work with it. Oh yeah, there's also different types of foot kink, yeah. I don't really understand the differences. Like, I know some of it has a lot to do with, like, domination and, like, just general, sort of power play, dom, sub, kink. And is, like, related to that. What was the latest meme? It was a cock and ball torture. Like, that was the latest meme that was sort of going around as the funny, weird kink to be into. Hands is also a very common, like, kink thing. That's the wonderful thing about the internet is, like, once you get online, you generally realize, like, pretty much no matter how bad you think the kink you're into is like, there's at least 5,000 other people who are into it as well, and, like, 90% of them are much worse about it than you are. Yep. You run in specific circles, indeed. Well, I have a lot of friends who run in specific circles. And oh, do they get specific. feel like that's a pretty common feeling for people who are like millennials, is like, it's almost weirder just to be into, like, missionary position with the lights off. Except, of course, not really. Like, most people are still vanilla. It's just that it's, you know, become... People who aren't completely vanilla have become a lot more visible. And the idea that you don't have to be some kind of, like, immoral freak to be kinky has taken hold, and so a lot of people feel a lot more comfortable being open about it, which is a good thing. Let's pretend we're financially secure and own property. Oh yes, the bourgeois fantasy. Marx would not approve. Well, no, actually, Marx would completely understand. That's a big part of the thing that he wrote, is like that it's... Of course people want to be rich. Like, duh. I can start letting this. The Bernie Sanders being a millionaire meme I found quite funny. Yeah. This ambient playlist has kind of played itself out. Let's listen to something a little bit more upbeat. How about this? Okay. That's decent enough to start on, and then cool. Now, two. Crackety crackety crack. I don't know if you could hear my back there, but... Oh, it cracked hard. Let's just... That's... Ding. Oh, kill the sketch for that, shouldn't I? Yeah. Favorite boss of Dark Souls 2 so far? I feel like it's probably the Lost Sinner. Let's see. I thought it. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, right, the tail. I completely forgot about that. Oh, we'll add that later. We'll deal with it. Thanks for the reminder. I probably would have forgotten. So... Right, alright, well that should... No, that's too much. That bright green is way too much. I like it better in this three tones. Respectable size and is that a song we've already listened to once? Like, it's fine, but... What the hell? Are there only 3 tracks in this whole goddamn playlist? That's annoying. And then back to the trunk. Give There's... Build the sketch again so I can see everything. Brass. That one too. Right. A little too much. And... Oh no. Nice. In a poll, you said something about playing various games with you. Yeah, that's a thing we're going to be doing on this stream eventually. Well, not this necessarily this particular stream, but it's something we're going to be doing on Twitch eventually. On Saturdays. Probably not just today. PS1 Fight Club, let's go. Yeah, we might do that. let people kick my ass in Dark Souls 1 PvP. If I can find a way to match with specific people. Damn it, that almost turned out really good. Just correct the curve on this a little bit. Yeah, now we're rocking out. Woo! Observe the wild action. Way. The excitement never ends. I need a video of TP going full Danish. Again, it's on the vlog channel somewhere where I gave a talk at a convention in Danish. So if you wanna see it, it exists. What else do I want to do to this picture? Well, a few things maybe. Start with 3. No. Shape. This shape. Turn to my color. Then similar looking, slightly distinct. Top, different. Oh, and put that above the line right there. Yeah, that really brings the light out. Get rid of those for a second, then start working on the hair. And this must be useful, yes. Did I ever add subtitles to that video? No, because it's long and I didn't have time. Oh, right, Rin has that gradient one. Oh. Yeah, you better. Red. There. What else? Something else. Right, yeah, the fluff continues into them, but I'm not gonna bother with that detail. Right at the moment. Not really relevant. That, and with the... That's quite nice. Slow it down a little bit. And I'm just messing with the layers right now, don't worry about it. It's about 10 to 11 p.m. Where I am. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to do to this drawing? Well, I'm tempted. Tempted to go and try and give it colored outlines. Let's require latex first. I feel like colored outlines are probably going to work better for the background that I have in mind. Kinda wasn't planning to do colored outlines, but I feel like the image kinda demands it. Okay, getting there. Oh, no, darker. Saturate. Okay. Getting there. I'm really glad that I've managed to fall back in love with the process of drawing, rather than being obsessed with the results. That's a really difficult thing to hold on to. The love of the process. Because without that, you fucked. Like, you will burn out if you can't enjoy the process. Yeah, there we go. That integrates her better into the environment. Yeah, there. Cool. Don't go homeless, and please never rent a storage unit. I will endeavor my very best to never have to. Which fortunately won't be that difficult, because we've got, you know, a humane social safety net here. Okay. Oh, I should probably save this at some point, shouldn't I? Oops. That's the first time I've saved in 3 hours. Oh, thank God for Clip Studio. Like, there's literally no other program in the world where you can get away with that except Clip Studio. Let's see. What kind of... Yeah. Yeah, Medibang is cool because it autosaves, and it's free on top of it. Medibang is a really solid little app that I fully recommend to people. Anyway, I think this is more or less done, really. Well, except for one thing. Let's see, where did I put that brush? The watercolor? There we go. Oh, you had to auction off someone's shit. Oh man, that's rough, buddy. It's the fucking worst when you have to do that to someone. That's your shitty job. That's the misery of capitalism, not to get all political up in here, but it forces us to be inhuman to our fellow humans. Which sucks a lot. Probably put my name on this thing, shouldn't I? That would probably be a good idea. Probably a better font than that. Let's see, where's the Anschrift? On Big Noodle tilting. Big Noodle tightening. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm gonna save that out to a G. Then compress it down so that it's postable on the internet. Should do. And see, as small. I didn't say you hated your job or anything, it's just that part of your job is to do the bad thing to people sometimes. There we go. Cool. Well, that's that over with. How long have we been going? 3 hours. Just about. A little longer than it usually takes me to make illustrations like this, but oh well. I think that's a good place to cut it then. 3 hours is a solid little run. Plus, I've got other stuff. I need to finish that goddamn Dark Souls video. Much as though I would love to keep streaming. So, the people who tuned in, thank you very much. It's very kind of you to hang out with me, and I enjoy it a great deal, and it's nice that I get to draw for myself a little bit more these days. So yeah, we'll do a stream like this again on Saturday, and tomorrow, over on YouTube, we'll be streaming Okami. Before I go, I'll hit you with a link to the Discord if you want to join it. Let's see. There you go. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching.